Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sepri Dayat. I'm a student at SMK Komputer Indonesia. And in this video, I will make a project about load balance using a proxy on Ubuntu server version 22. Load balance is a method on a computer network that aims to distribute workloads on two or even more network connections in a balanced manner so that work can run optimal and not network connection in a balanced way so that work can run optimal and not overload on of the lines. So basically, load balance is a technology to balance server performance so that no server disk due to overload. Okay, now we'll look at the topology with hot load balance. Yeah, okay. Will we see how the network without no load balance? Then the web server will go directly to the server without defining it first, and this access simultaneously. Then the web server will go down because too many people are accessing it. Okay, and now we see the topology using load balance. Then the load balance will set which web server will be accessed to the client, and now the web server will not overload again. Okay, and now I will use Haproxy to balancing. Haproxy is open source software that works as a load balance and proxy server. Its purpose is to improve the performance, scalability, and reliability of application by distributing the network traffic to multiple servers. And now I will use Haproxy to load balance. Haproxy is open source software that works as a load balancer and proxy server. Its purpose is to improve the performance, scalability, and reliability of application by distributing the network traffic to multiple servers. Okay, so the point is why I use Haproxy, because it's open source and very powerful and easy to use. Okay, but I will see. Okay, round robin versus less con. Round robin, this method works by sequentially distributing client requests to each available server. The server will get a turn in turn. Okay, for less con, this method directs a client request to the server that has the less number of connections at the time. But I will use the round robin method only because my server need are very much made it using round robin. And let's look the round robin topology. Well, he can see if you use round robin, then the structure is like this. Okay, the client access the web server, the load balancer direct the client to web server 1, and if the client access again, it will be direct to web server 2. Okay, and now I go to real demonstration. Okay, let's go. Okay, I have prepared for virtual machine, and will I make for balancing server, and other I will make a web server and use Apache 2 as the web server, and I have configured it. So in this video we'll start by installing a proxy on the load balancer server. Okay, and kita turn on web server 1, turn on web server 2, and turn on web server 3 ya. Oke. Kita masuk okay, basically we enter the user. Okay, and we check the IP address. Okay, yeah. If so, then we will use the SSH to root it ya, using putty. Search for putty and IP. Okay, user 1. So if so we just install it with the command. Okay, sudo pt install hproxy 1 and yes. Okay, okay, if we have installed it, then we just enter to proxy with command sudo nano c hproxy.cfg. Okay, kita kita tanya itu front end ya. Front bind port mode using mode http. So default backend server ya. And backend server to enter backend space backend server mode http balance round robin insert tab option forward 4 insert tab and server web server 1 using to IP 92.168.100 22 for this port, and check the server web server 2 to 3 and the I check and for 3 port 80 check. Okay, listen start Distance saat ini untuk agar memudahkan kita untuk memantau kesehatan si servernya ya. Oke. Dan stats bin, kita masukkan saja portnya ya, itu di 8080. Oke. Lalu stats enable, lalu di stats di hide version, lalu di stats refresh time nya di 7 second aja ya. Oke, lalu di start di show node nya. Oke. Lalu untuk autentikasinya ya, kita pakai user and user 1 2 3. Lalu untuk URL nya ya, statsuri sorry Oke, Ctrl X nya dan M. Lalu setelah itu kita akan merestart tahap proxy-nya ya. Systemctl restart proxy. Okay, let's continue. Sorry for the slight mistake earlier. Now let's restart proxy and code. Okay, systemctl start proxy. Okay. After we restart, let's head over to Chrome to check if our configuration has successful or not. Okay. Chrome. Okay, and IP. Okay. Check. Oke. Web server 1, web server 1 ya. Refresh. Web server 2, refresh. Web server 3. Okay. And additionally, we can monitoring our server by entering IP, our port, and URL. Okay, you see username for user, password user 1 2 3. Okay, again, and yep. Okay, mungkin sekian video dari saya. Mohon maaf bila banyak kekurangan, saya juga masih belajar. Akhir kalam, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.